Resilient homes may finally start paying homeowners back, AI pulls back the curtain on insurance pricing, and wellness gets a reality check, because the biggest wellness feature may actually be affordability. Hi, I'm Katie O'Keefe, and you're watching this week's Sustainable Building News. For years, homeowners have been told to build stronger, but they rarely got rewarded for it. That may be changing. A growing number of states, including, and I'll list them, Alabama, Florida, Louisiana, Georgia, North and South Carolina, Oklahoma, and California, are all offering insurance discounts, grants, or tax incentives for resilient upgrades like fortified roofs and storm hardening. Some programs offer up to $10,000 to strengthen homes, while insurers in certain markets are cutting premiums for proven risk reduction. Now, New Hampshire is exploring incentives too, with a proposal that could offer homeowners up to $9,500 to fortify their homes. And speaking of insurance, if you've ever wondered how insurance companies price climate risk, artificial intelligence may be about to pull back the curtain. AI firm Zesty AI says the Natural Resources Defense Council, NRDC, is now using its platform to analyze millions of insurance filings and hundreds of millions of pages of regulatory documents. This is in order to better understand how climate risk is priced across states and insurers. The bigger story here, as extreme weather reshapes insurance markets and housing affordability, AI is becoming a very powerful new tool to track where premiums are rising, why they're rising, and whether pricing is keeping pace with real risk. As the White House looks to lower costs ahead of the midterms, a little-known affordable housing program may be at risk, and lenders are sounding the alarm. The federal FFB risk-sharing program has helped finance more than 56,000 affordable rental homes across 34 states by lowering borrowing costs for housing agencies, and it did all of this without taxpayer funding. But housing groups warn that the administration's proposed 2027 budget includes no new commitments, and some state agencies are already being turned away. We'll keep an eye on this developing story. The future of building codes may be getting a major rewrite. As reported in an article by the New Buildings Institute, the 2030 International Energy Conservation Code, or IECC, is shifting to a two-track approach. One pathway focused on a baseline minimum code, and another aimed at more advanced energy performance. Supporters say it could give states and builders more flexibility, while critics worry it could slow the momentum on the adoption of efficiency, electrification, and resilience. Either way, this is a big deal, because what happens in the next code cycle will shape how homes are built, powered, and valued for years to come. Of course, tougher standards only matter if someone knows how to build to them. According to a new report highlighted by Smart Cities Dive, the next big labor challenge may not just be a worker shortage, it may be a resilience skills shortage. As extreme weather, tougher codes, and rising insurance risks push builders towards stronger, smarter construction, the industry is scrambling for workers who are trained in high-performance building, other issues like moisture management, wildfire resilience, and just general storm hardening. In other words, resilience isn't just changing homes, it's changing the workforce that's building them. And the builders who figure this out first may have a major competitive advantage. Wellness design, it's becoming a whole house strategy for healthier, more resilient, and more affordable living. In fact, one of the biggest wellness trends may surprise you. It's affordability itself. Because a healthy home people can't afford isn't really healthy at all. The top trends that we've uncovered include affordability, whole home wellness, smart technology, resilience, and comfort, meaning that homes that lower utility bills, monitor air and water quality, manage moisture, support sleep, connect people to nature, and perform better during extreme weather is what people are looking for. Click the link in our show notes to read the full article on these trends. Did you know that while pretty much everyone cares about indoor air quality, they don't care about it for the same reason? According to a COGNITION Smart Data report, women focus on how the air feels now, men on long-term health, and each generation comes with its own lens. Boomers want clean air, Millennials think of allergies, Gen Z sees the full picture, and Gen X is fragmented. Add in housing and it shifts again. Homeowners get technical on what they want, and renters just want clean air, but they lack the ability to control it. The takeaway, IAQ isn't hard to sell. We're just using one message for an audience that's listening for completely different things. In the latest episode of the Valuation Metric, Sarah Gutterman sits down with Nick Fasley of Sakasui House to unpack what happens when we start measuring homes by how they perform over time. From ESG to resilience, the conversation reframes sustainability as smart business. It's focused on durability, lower operating costs, and real quality of life for home buyers. You can watch the full episode here on the Green Builder Media Network. Take a listen.
I would say, Sarah, I would encourage listeners to ask one better question before making any decision. And that's just not just what does it cost today, but what value does it create or destroy over time? Okay, this is what you should be asking. That one shift changes everything. If business leaders and builders and consumers consistently ask that question, then they would start seeing energy, durability, resilience, health, things like maintenance and trust very differently, right? It moves the conversation from first cost towards total value.
Our editor's product pick this week is Velux's new residential polycarbonate dome skylights. They're engineered for extreme heat, hurricanes, and high-impact zones across the southern U.S. Built with virtually unbreakable polycarbonate, a UV-protected cap layer, and a watertight system, units are designed to withstand hail, wind, and long-term exposure without degrading. Plus, they come with the industry's first 5-year hail warranty, making daylight a much better option in the harshest climates. Don't forget to register for our May 20th webinar on the realities of installing solar panels. This case study is for anyone interested in learning more about how real homeowners made solar decisions, detailing the lessons that they learned. You can register using the links in the show notes. That's our show. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share.
Before you click away, make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. And don't miss the daily coverage on sustainability, housing, and what's next for home building at greenbuildermedia.com. Stay informed, stay ahead.